At an enterprise level, nothing is more important than communication. Grammarly for Enterprise enables your company to work smarter and faster. Other AI tools can't quantify business impact, but Grammarly gives you actionable insights and measurable results with features like their effective communication score, which tracks key metrics so you can make data-driven decisions to improve outcomes. Visit Grammarly.com/enterprise. That's Grammarly.com/enterprise.
People really don't know what their expenses will be because they don't know how long that they're going to live.
Americans are worried they won't have enough saved for retirement now more than ever.
Retirement is going to cost for many folks over $1 million.
Is no sure thing in investing, but a lot of people think that annuities may come close to that.
It's going to more safe things that they know. If they know they're going to need that money to supplement their retirement, well, then you can't play that risk.
This is the Safe Money and Retirement Show with Jon Heischman Sr., founder and partner of Heischman Financial Services, serving the Columbus and surrounding areas. Jon specializes in educating pre-retirees and retirees about safe money strategies and ideas. Now, it's the Safe Money and Retirement Show. Here's Jon Heischman Sr.
No retiree ever wants to run out of money. No retiree wants to lose money, and no retiree ever wants to be dependent. But unfortunately, all of these things have happened or could happen. Good morning. This is Jon Heischman with the Safe Money and Retirement Show. I'm glad you tuned in. It is a fact today, believe it or not, that a large percentage of retirees have not planned to make sure their plan includes guaranteed lifetime income so they don't run out of money. You've heard me talk about this before on previous shows. It is very important to have as much retirement savings as possible, but I feel it's equally as important or more important to take care of the income stream and make sure that income is there. Then we can go to investing and growth. I think most retirees just haven't been advised, or they have not learned how to set up a financial plan that will allow them to protect themselves from any of the number of ways that a retiree can lose money or run out of money. Sadly, most people are not aware of these risks and how to prevent running out of money, and they should be. I think a lot of it is there is so much emphasis placed on growth. How to get the best interest rate. Where is the best possible place to put your money for growth? Once again, as I said, that is very important. But don't you think we need to address the income situation first and make sure there is a plan? Because if you don't, there's some areas of concern, or that should be of concern, that's going to cause problems for retirees. And these are problems that can be reduced or eliminated through proper planning. And if you're not getting what I'm referring to as proper planning covering all these areas, you may need a second opinion. The best way to protect yourself is knowledge, getting educated, and planning. I'm sure there are some listeners that have a concern as to what I'm discussing. And if you're in that category, or you want a second opinion which costs you nothing, I want you to call me. Let's talk about your situation. Today, a lot of work and consultation discussions are done over the phone. Video conferencing is more popular today than ever for those that just don't want to schedule a meeting. I leave it up to the client because I'm prepared to do both. 888-426-0177. I'll give you that number again, 888-426-0177. If you want to have a discussion about your plan or talk about your concerns, let me know. Over the years, one of the top risks or problems that cause running out of money is bad investment planning. Retirees continuing to make mistakes and problems that often cause them great distress during their retirement. And the problem is not so much the retiree, because many don't understand what investments are, how they work. Most people are not even sure if a CD is an investment or not. It can be very complicated and confusing. And if a product like a CD is recommended or sold to an individual, was it in their best interest? Was planning done before the CD was recommended? So I'm trying to point out that if you plan for the future and you have investment planning integrated with your other financial planning, you're going to know what kind of returns you need to achieve what your goals are and how much income it's going to generate. Everyone needs to know what options are available and how they fit in to the planning process. That way, you can make an educated decision. What is in your best interest, diversify your portfolio, and have a truly solid investment plan that will give you the best chance of reaching your income goals. There's many different investment options out there. Another problem is so many people are not aware of all these options. So, as an independent firm, I want to give all the options. What is best for the client? Not a particular product that a corporate entity wants me to promote. A lot is going to be determined as to what plan is best for you is to first establish goals. What are your objectives? It's obviously going to tell us what type of income you're going to need, what type of rate of return you need to make your plan have the best chance of working, and then how you have to diversify to make those earnings possible. And that, my listeners, can only be done from planning. The Retirement Income Book and Owner's Manual, many of you have received a copy, which I make available on my show. There is no cost, there's no obligation. I'll have that sent to you, but it goes into detail exactly what I'm talking about this morning. It's educational, it's informative, and it's an easy read. So I want you to request a copy of the book, Retirement Income and Owner's Manual, by calling 888-426-0177. The other option would be to request a meeting to get a second opinion of your plan. And hopefully you do have a plan. I can deliver the book at the same time. The Color of Money that I talk about, in my opinion, is one of the best brochures about planning and how to categorize your money by color. Establishing your retirement income first. Then address the investment plan. After the break, I'm going to continue my discussion on running out of money during retirement. During the break, if you need to make that call to the number that I gave you to request the book, the brochure, Color of Money, or both, the number is 888-426-0177. Stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Thanks for listening to the Safe Money and Retirement Show with Jon Heischman. For more information, call 1-888-426-0177. That's 1-888-426-0177. Or visit their website at HeischmanFS.com. More of the Safe Money and Retirement Show in a moment.
Avoiding mistakes can save owners of IRAs, 401ks, and TSP plans, as well as other retirement plans, a fortune in taxes, penalties, fees, and loads. These potential mistakes are addressed in the free book entitled Top 10 IRA Mistakes. This is Jon Heischman from the Safe Money and Retirement Show, offering a complimentary copy by calling 888-426-0177. Again, that's 888-426-0177.
There are some gains in life that most folks don't mind losing. Extra weight gained or credit card debt gained. The number of miles gained on your car. But losing your retirement gains is no one's dream. Would you like to retain the retirement money you've gained over the years and at the same time create a paycheck for life in retirement? Then call Jon Heischman at Heischman Financial Services, 614-861-7055. Or call toll-free at 1-888-426-0177. His clients don't lose their gains due to market risk. Their gains are locked in with no exposure to risk. Retain your gains. Losing some of the candles gained on your birthday cake would be great. Or losing some of the strokes gained in your golf game would be a dream come true. But losing retirement gains would be a nightmare. Don't risk it. Retain your gains today. Call Jon Heischman at Heischman Financial Services to find out how. Call 614-861-7055. That's 614-861-7055. Or call toll-free at 1-888-426-0177.
Have you heard about the Color of Money, which is the model of investing where your money is categorized into 3 different colors: yellow, green, and red. Yellow money is liquidity, cash reserves, and an emergency fund. Green money has no risk, an average to above average rate of return. It also generates additional retirement income guaranteed for life. Red money is money at risk with maximum potential growth. This is Jon Heischman from the Safe Money and Retirement Show, and I want to make sure your retirement plan assets are positioned correctly in these colors. call me at 888-426-0177. Again, 888-426-0177.
Welcome back to the Safe Money and Retirement Show with Jon Heischman. To contact Jon, the number to call is 1-888-426-0177. That's 1-888-426-0177. Once again, here's Jon Heischman.
This is Jon Heischman, and I'm back for the second part of our show this morning. Thank you for joining me as I continue to discuss running out of money in retirement. I want to point one thing out. Many times you've heard me say guaranteed lifetime income. Today, it's probably the most important point or area of retirement planning because it solves the problem of longevity. I'll give you an example. You've got $400,000 of retirement savings. Your withdrawal rate is 5%. That gives you income of $20,000 per year. That is not guaranteed. If you don't get a 5% rate of return or better, and assuming your accounts have not lost a lot of money, especially in the latter years of retirement, that $20,000 may not be there in the future. How long is it going to last? Now, if we take that same $400,000 and we add the lifetime income benefit, guaranteed, that 5% withdrawal, which will generate $20,000 per year, is 100% guaranteed. What your account balance earns or loses in this situation is irrelevant. You're going to get $20,000 per year, guaranteed. So we take that amount of income, we supplement that with Social Security. Those that are fortunate enough to have a pension, there is 3 sources of income that you can count on, and it's going to be there. If you don't have access to guaranteed income in your retirement accounts, I want you to call me. We can talk about that over the phone because today it's more important than it ever has been. 888-426-0177, 888-426-0177. To prevent running out of money, we've got to address inflation, and it should be a part of your income plan. Inflation, the cost of things that you have to buy going up in price. Inflation, it's not going to go away. It's not under control and can devastate your financial situation. I think many times the government tries to downplay the role of inflation from our point of view. It's not something that can be downplayed at all. And this has happened for years. Because of this, there have been too many people outlive their money. They're forced to reduce their standard of living significantly and depend on friends, relatives, family to survive simply because inflation took what was once a comfortable fixed income at one point in their life and turned it into a meager, if not unlivable, income in the years as they rolled by in a person's retirement. Going back to guaranteed lifetime income, why not adjust that for inflation. So that guaranteed income will increase as time goes on. There's several ways that an income plan can be structured to help offset inflation. Now, we don't know what it's going to be in the future. All we can do is base it on the past. I don't think we can have a discussion about running out of money without addressing taxes. Now, you would think it would go without saying that retirees would want to pay as little tax as possible, that retirees would want to use every legal loophole available that is available to them to reduce their taxes. But that's not the case. Most retirees that I see for the first time haven't done planning, and they're paying more taxes than necessary. They're paying maximum income taxes, and most retirees have their situation set up to where they don't take advantage of any more than a few, if any, tax savings loopholes that are available to them. So why is that not addressed? It should be, and it's one of the first things that I want to address when we're putting together a retirement income plan. If you can save $200 a month in income taxes by rearranging your financial affairs and invest that money at, let's say, only 4% over a period of 10 years, it would grow to a sum over $25,000. Now, that may not sound like a lot, but there is a $25,000 bucket of money that can be used to increase your retirement income, especially if that would happen to go into a Roth IRA. Now you have a tax-free source of income. And all we've done is save you $200 a month in taxes that you had to pay. We take just a few ideas, add them to a new income plan, or change an existing income plan, and it can make all the difference. I brought up and mentioned Roth IRAs, and for a lot of situations, it could be a future game changer. It's really a simple concept. You don't get a tax deduction when you make a contribution to that Roth IRA. So it doesn't help you from a tax perspective on the front end when you make that contribution. However, future growth and distributions are income tax free. Having that source of a tax-free income in the future, later in retirement, will play a big part in your tax planning during retirement. There's been a lot of talk lately about Roth conversions, converting traditional IRAs over to a Roth IRA. I personally think the biggest reason is that tax rates are low. So if we look into the future and try and guess what tax rates are going to be, our tax rates going to be increased. For whatever reason, today is probably the best time ever to look at a Roth conversion. Now, it's not for everyone. There are some details as to how to make it work. Time doesn't allow me to go into that. at this show, but I think everyone owes it to themselves to at least take a look at a Roth conversion, and is it in their best interest to do so at this time. In the book that I sponsor, Top 10 IRA Mistakes, How to Avoid IRA Tax Traps, it goes into Roth conversions. I would like for every one of my listeners to have a copy. A lot of you have already received it. Those that haven't, please call Top 10 IRA Mistakes, 888-426-0177, 888-426-0177. No cost, no obligation. It'll be sent out to you, and you'll be able to read for yourself about the Roth conversions, as well as what I've been talking about this morning, and a lot of additional information. Call for the Top 10 IRA Mistakes, 888-426-0177. Have a great week. It's your retirement, and regardless the size of your accounts, that's your money, and it's got to last a lifetime. This is Jon Heischman, your host, hoping that you have a safe and positive week.
The Safe Money and Retirement Show with Jon Heischman Sr. To get in touch with Jon, call 1-888-426-0177. That's 1-888-426-0177. For more information about Heischman Financial Services, visit their website, HeischmanFS.com. That's HeischmanFS.com. Join us again next time for the Safe Money and Retirement Show with Jon Heischman Sr.